truly delighted to have you on Richard Mwenja exclusive. It is Monday, November, the Overload 2025. Prof. Herman Manyora is here with me in all white, still spearheading the message of peace, peace and unity post-Baba.
Yes.
How are you doing today, Prof?
We are trying, we're doing well. Yes.
All right, fantastic. Your friend, once again, Senator Samson Cherargei, Senator for Nandi County, has brought forth some uproar from a section of the political class, all thanks to his remarks regarding the arrangement ODM and UDA is going to have in 2027 and beyond. And he talks of a situation whereby should ODM want to continue in this broad-based arrangement, then there are two positions that they should know will never go to their basket. The DP position currently held by Kithure Kindiki and the presidency. So Senator Cherargei talks about you can have anything else, but not the DP and the presidency come 2027. So first, him drawing these lines on the sand this early, is it a welcomed move from you?
No, it depends. Maybe, you know, during the days of Moi, there were people to test the ground. There was Nasir. There were people like Sharif Nasir. When they talk, they may come out looking very funny. People may think they're outrageous.
Or clout chasing.
Even clownish. But keen political observers of the time would tell you they are testing waters. Maybe Moya amewatuma. Of late, people talk of NIS testing the ground.
Yeah.
When you see some funny articles in the newspaper.
True.
When you hear some people making certain pronouncements. So if that's the case, it's good. And it won't be the first time. Mudavadi was told, if you come, stop making demands. Nobody's going to give you the presidential ticket. That is already Ruto.
Yeah.
And then later, when he begins to talk of running mate, he's told, keep quiet. That position is already taken. It's reserved for Mount Kenya. But he didn't bolt. He remained there. And got this funny thing he has. So maybe Cherargei is speaking for
the master.
The master. Testing the waters. But if he is not, and going by past pronouncements, then the Ruto will have to put such a people in check.
Call them to order?
They will spoil things for him. You know, I've been listening to people. Yesterday I was on X Spaces, former Twitter Spaces. People and politics. We normally have it on Sundays. The many Sundays I attend. Listening to people talking on behalf of Ruto, I said, then I told them this is how people lose elections.
They open their mouth and
because you are trying to say that Ruto has like the whole country with him.
Sounds like a white lie.
So, in other words, I'm trying to say they may be believing so. So Cherargei may be among the people who think Ruto has 60% of the votes, 65. So even if Luos didn't vote for him, he will still get 55. And if Ruto himself believes he has 65, he may not place much premium on the Luo vote. Because he say, if I'm at 65, even if a few Luos voted for me, only a few, I'm still okay. I'm at 58.
I have a head start.
Yeah.
But looking at the lay of the land today in politics here in Kenya, don't you think it's just a lie for the president and his allies to say they already have a head start? You've talked about now Mount Kenya is going to be a Herculean task for them to woo one more time. And they're not even sure of the coastal votes, especially now with the absence of Baba in the entire arrangement. So far, if you are to judge from a scale of 0 to 100, how much does President Ruto have by his side when it comes to the presidential ticket in 2027? I mean, the win.
If it's done today or...
Yeah, today.
He gets about 30%. Maximum 35.
It's below average.
Ruto cannot get beyond 35% of the vote if it's done today.
Hypothetically speaking.
I wish I had access to the boys on Thika Road. I would go and confirm what they have.
NIS.
Yes. I'm sure they know it. 30 35%.
So
And I was explaining to Fred Okango and there was another guy, Peter Kaluma. You see, I told them I'm being philanthropic.
too generous.
You see, the people of Nyanza and the people of Coast like firebrand politics. They enjoy opposition politics. They enjoy listening to people who bash government. So, if Orengo and Kinababu are bashing government, and Gladys Wanga and the rest are speaking nice of government, who will the Luo people follow?
Will they betray their son Joho, son of the soil?
And Joho, if he's talking government, they loved him because he was, come on, Noma.
He's already talking government.
That Noma is now a government. So people of the coast cannot be excited with that kind of politics. They are used to, and you know, for the coast, all these people, including the coastal people and the Nyanza people, it is their history. They have been oppressed. They have suffered from historical injustices. So they listen to voices that speak their language, the language of the suffering, of the oppressed. People who have been trodden on over through historical injustice. They listen to such a people. I don't know. That's why even the Northeastern, maybe with Ruto, but he should be careful that it does not translate to leaders alone. The ground in Northeastern normally listen to people like Raila Odinga, although they are always amenable to government. And it's because the clan elders, once in the pocket of the people in power, then influence the voting. But should the young people burst through that clan arrangement, you will see the number of votes that will go to the opposition. So those people are used to firebrand politics, opposition politics, people bashing government and establishment. Now, that means, therefore, Ruto may not do as well as he may think and he may want at the coast, in Nyanza, and in Northeastern. You will have the leaders, but the people will not follow you. Now, once that is 50-50 for Ruto, and the mountain is gone, Western is gone, Ukambani is gone, how can you be having 60%? You'll be struggling to get 35%.
Your narratives won't work.
Currently, Ruto is patched at 30 to 35%.
Below average, Prof.
She can't make it the pass. Pass grade, Ruto cannot get.
If there is an
But with a rider,
which is
one day in politics is like a year.
1,000 days.
So how many years do we have between now and 2027?
Many years.
Many, many, many years. And a lot can happen between now and 2027.
Can change the tide.
The biggest advantage Ruto has is the opposition is so excited with these numbers because they also know the numbers. Okay? When they move across the country and it's one term, Ruto must go, they go to sleep well. Therein lies the danger.
In their slumber?
That's where the danger is. They go and sleep. And I was asking one of these opposition leaders, who among you is half as popular as Raila? All of you put together, can you be half as popular as Raila was? The answer is no. You put Kalonzo and Gachagua and Wamalo together, they cannot be half as popular as Raila was. They cannot draw the numbers, the crowds, the voters that Raila drew. But he never slept in State House. He never took that oath. He never became president. The farthest he became was the people's president. So if they think this popularity will take them to State House, they are wasting their time.
Want to translate to votes? Actual
They have to look for it. They have to figure out how do we make sure this popularity, we go with it, we run with it up to 2027. and that the people actually vote for us in 2027. They turn out in the right numbers.
Harnessing the popularity.
And how do we make sure nobody steals that vote? That is a challenge.
Stealing, bro? Stealing the vote?
Yeah. Votes have been stolen in this country from 1963. We've seen it all from the days debes used to be stolen and thrown in forests and rivers. You know, those debes with votes. Raw votes, really votes. Inapatikana kwa forest mahali fulani. Mtu anaangalia, hizi kura ni za Richard Mwenja.
Lugombei.
Na Ryan alipita kitambo. He has been sworn in as MP for Moist Bridge.
It is not enough to vote, protect the vote. But more importantly, harnessing the potential of this popularity.
Yes. One term Ruto must be turned into a wave, into a movement.
202.
So the movement will guarantee people don't fall by the wayside. The movement will guarantee 202, you are right. The movement will guarantee, as you move towards 2027, the numbers keep swelling. The movement will guarantee that it's not important who is the presidential candidate. The movement will guarantee, finally, the votes go into the debate. The movement will guarantee that the votes are so many, nobody can attempt to steal.
The margin, that is.
Yes. When the opposition gets 70%, nobody can attempt to steal. From 60 onwards, nobody can attempt. Kibaki was 63, 64. You can't steal that kind of vote.
We do
but if you get 52, 53 hapa, mtu anapita nayo. So it is not easy. It's not done until it is done. And the same applies to these by-elections. They could lose them. They are still looking for votes. They are not supposed to be looking for votes. Votes they already have. Seth Panyako has votes. Newton Karaoke in Mbeere North has the votes. Why are they looking for the votes? They should just mobilize people into a movement so that everybody wants to vote on 27th. And they are voting for Newton Karaoke. They are voting for Seth Panyako.
No voter apathy.
Yeah. And then they guard the votes.
You are stressing on that point.
You know what? I was a union official. I was even running for office. I became once an office bearer for WASU.
Yeah. A low position.
So there was a lot of push to remove us from office. And we were coming in or we were being pushed out, whichever one of the things. I've been in both. And there were meetings. I told them, what are we meeting to do? I remember in one of the meetings, campaign meetings, I told them, what are we meeting to do? We already have the votes because what we stand for is what most voters agree with. Most university professors agree with the change we want to introduce, the things we want to put in place, the measures. So therefore, they will vote for us. So this meeting here is a waste of time. These meetings every evening, let us stop them. People say, what do you mean, Manyora? I said, let us just plan how to guard the vote. We have a voting in Kenya Science, Kikuyu campus, Parklands, main campus, and like that, Upper Kabete and Lower Kabete. Those are the voting centers. Let us be sure we have 3 people for each, and they will not live there. I took the most difficult one, Kikuyu campus. I went there. I guarded my boat. The late Habu escorted me. He was not an official. He just escorted me.
Morale booster.
Yeah, tukakaa na yeye pale. I found when votes were being counted, the guys had already dropped about 10 or so votes. I can't remember, a few, before I came. I got a bit late. But they had bundles they wanted to put in throughout the day. Later, Manyora told me, Aiba, ulituweza. Ulituweza. Do you know what annoyed me? when I called, a friend of mine called Francis. He was supposed to be guarding, Upper Kabete, where there are very many votes. He told me, I'm now at Kenya Sands, I'm saying, who did you live there? Upper Kabete. And another one, Kenyatta. Now, when the votes were counted, the votes from Kabete is like every lecturer voted.
Unity numbers.
Everybody voted against us. The turnout.
Overwhelming.
It's like everybody on the payroll voted. Kenyatta. There wasn't a single doctor in theater because they all voted in quotes. I told these people, you can see how stupid you are.
Ghost voters.
Because at the University of Nairobi, if you went to, let's say, Uhuru Park, and said, I have 10 million shillings to give to every lecturer from the university, but they must come here physically. The exercise begins from 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. You can't even get half of them. Physically, they are not there. How come they were there to vote, all of them?
Ghost voters.
That is how an election is won or lost.
The 11th hour.
An election, more often than not in Africa especially and in Kenya, whether it's a cooperative society vote, whether it's a union vote, it is on the games that are being played by those in control, in power. So for the Malava by-election, for the Mbere North by-election, it's not a question of how many votes these guys will have because they have enough votes. It's a question of can they protect the vote? Simple.
Totally.
And if they can't do it, when they have just 2-3 constituencies, how will they manage 290 constituencies in the year 2027? They should just go home and forget about it.
This is the litmus test?
Of course. Let us.
Of what lays ahead?
Yeah. If they can't manage this, I will laugh if they lose. Because there's not a chance in heaven they can lose. Newton Kariuki, who can beat him? Who can beat Seth Panyako?
And Itumbi is on the ground.
Yeah, Itumbi is on the ground. Farouk is on the ground in Malava, working on logistics.
Normal logistics or logistics in the clouds?
No, election logistics. I'm not saying anything. If you understand anything, that's your problem.
No, I just had to ask you, because sometimes you have a 3D perception on some of these things.
Yes. It's just logistics.
Finally, Prof.
Even something as simple as making sure the agents you recruit are actually people you can trust and giving them the necessary logistical supports, even something as simple as lunch. Those are the things that can make your opponent get your agent. Njaa imemuuma hana kitu. Na wale agents wengine wameletewa pilau hapo ndani wanaona kuna extra plate naambia wewe mshenzi kula hii na wewe kula hii.
You actually attributed some of these things to the loss of Azimio in 2022.
Yes.
An agent going without food or even fare to the polling station.
I saw it in Luombei polling station. They were finally given lunch by the UDA agents.
Jeshi ya baba ikakosa chakula?
Yeah. Others have been paid. Wengine wame-receive pesa kwa simu.
Down payment?
Yeah. 1,500 balance they will be given. ODM 0.
But Junet was
By the time I was going back to get my flight back to Nairobi after voting, they had not been paid. They were coming. My home is next to the school. And in my veranda, that's where everybody was passing to say hi and telling me what was going on. I said, what's wrong with these ODM people?
You failed.
What's wrong with these Azimio people?
You failed as an elder.
What could I have done?
Junet is on your speed dial and Joho. They are the people handling all that.
All it would have taken for Raila to get an extra 1 million on the votes he got is for them to recruit agents, pay them, and guard the vote. Raila was going to have, on the top of the votes he had, there was a whole million plus. Ilienda na maji hivyo hivyo. I went to vote in a polling station at home. I didn't vote in my home, the polling station at home there. Why? I didn't vote in Luombe because my nephew, my sister's kid, was running for MCA in the neighboring ward a year earlier. So we had, as a family, gone to vote there because the same area.
Yeah.
We had registered there, my father, my late father, the whole family. Others had since changed. Me, I hadn't changed. So I went to vote there. When I went there, there wasn't a single Azimio agent. And the people, when they saw me, they were shaking. They were trembling. There were like 6, 7 people sitting behind in the voting room.
Yeah.
They were almost jumping through the window.
Baba's shadow has arrived.
Yes. They had, what were they doing in there? Seated inside. They were not even agents. And there are people known to me. Wengine karibu watoroke kwa madirisha. That's how useless that election was managed. Is that you waste so much time, so much energy campaigning, and the people listening to your message and accepting it. Then the last stage, to make sure you have agents and you treat them the way an agent is treated. That's why I've been saying, in order to boost democracy, one of the things you might have to do is that agents will have to be hired by the IEBC.
IEBC?
Yeah. Agents should be IEBC agents. Just take an oath to oversee election. There should not be an individual's or a party's agents. They should be hired and work for IEBC to make sure the election officials are doing their work properly.
It's a good recommendation.
And what the parties will do, what the candidates will do, would be to pay an agreed amount to IBC. If we agree an agent will be paid 3,000, you pay for
Facilitation.
agents across the country. If you can't manage, go home.
Reforming how we do our elections.
A lot of the times, even if you look at the election petitions over the years in the High Court, it's about the polling station. It's about the so-called theft of the vote at the polling station. So once we have a way of managing the agents, we control the polling station, then everything should fall in place.
Well, there you have it from Professor Herman Manyora. If history is anything to go by, then it is not enough here in Kenya to just vote. Rather, you need to guard your vote. Make sure that it translates to the actual tally. Then you can call the elections home and say, I am the winner, or I was defeated fairly and squarely. We get to do this again tomorrow evening here on Herman Manyora YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel, watch this edition, comment, and also share with your colleagues. But more importantly, send us your feedback regarding these editions and also your partnership requests. Do contact us via the numbers displayed at the description part of this particular edition and also on our website at Nairobi Review.